This is absolutely, positively, indisputably the number one thing that can be occurring in your bank transaction activity that will always trigger an anti-money laundering alert. And regardless of what bank it is and where it is in the world, the bank is always required to report on it. But before I get to that, and while you're trying to guess what it is, in the previous post, I told you what, in my experience, the number one activity that typically yielded the most fruitful anti-money laundering and financial intelligence unit, or AML FIU, investigations was, and that is networking. Especially if you add in just one or two other factors, it was almost always some type of heavy criminal activity, like human smuggling or trafficking, substance smuggling or trafficking, or even terrorist finance. And we actually proactively detected terrorist finance all the time. The activity that I'm talking about in this post is, of course, structuring. And in this post, I'm going to tell you all about structuring, because there's a lot of y'all out there that I see who think you know something about this and you don't. So I'm about to tell you about it. But if you like this type of content, please help me share this information and get it spread out there more. Give me a follow, and with this video, give it a like, a share, a save, a repost, or whatever, and I greatly appreciate that. Let's get into the currency transaction report and structuring. The first thing one has to understand is what is a CTR, or currency transaction report. That is the report that the bank must file for any transaction activity involving currency that is over $10,000 in the United States. So that would be a deposit or withdrawal of any kind of currency, cash, checks, money orders, etc., that is $10,000.01 or more. So if you had $15,000, and people do this all the time, and they make a single deposit or withdrawal, it immediately requires the bank to file a CTR. But it is not necessarily suspicious, and it's not structuring. But let's say I'm in the US and I have $15,000 of cash on me because I just sold an old car or something, and I break that cash up to $8,000 and $7,000. Even if I deposit it all at once at the same location, it's not only going to trigger the CTR for being above $10,000, it's also going to trigger for structuring. Now, if you're at the bank location and there are banking personnel there, they might just simply ask you, why are you breaking up this deposit into an $8,000 and then a $7,000 if you can just deposit $15,000 at one time? In the next post, we'll expand off this a bit and go over smurfing.